On for months, spearheaded by the Women on 20s campaign, a nominee was announced last week. Women on the 20s is the campaign that has been agitating to have a woman's portrait, the portrait of a great American woman, placed on a $20 bill by at least 2020, the 100th anniversary of the U.S. recognizing a woman's right to vote. The Women on 20s campaign narrowed down their nominees for this honor to 4 women: Wilma Mankiller, a trailblazer and first woman chief of the Cherokees; Rosa Parks, credited with starting the Montgomery bus boycott by not relinquishing her seat and sparking the modern civil rights movement in 1955; Harriet Tubman, an abolitionist born a slave who became one of the most noted conductors on the Underground Railroad; and Eleanor Roosevelt, who redefined the role of First Lady while being a noted civil rights and human rights activist in her own right. More than 600,000 votes were cast in an online poll, and the winner announced with great fanfare last week is Harriet Tubman. And I'm overjoyed that this great American leader was selected. As the author of Put a Woman on a 20 Act of 2015, H.R. 1910, I think matching a specific person with a specific biography will sharpen the focus of this remarkable grassroots effort to put a woman's face on our currency. Now, my legislation does not limit the idea of putting a woman on our money to Harriet Tubman or any particular nominee. It instructs the Secretary of Treasury to convene the citizens panel that will make recommendations and get it done. From my perspective, as we see women breaking barriers at every level of our society, and by the way, as we see people of color breaking barriers at every level of our society, our money ought to more accurately reflect who we are as a nation in the 21st century. I'm not saying that Andrew Jackson or any of the men we honor on our money are not worthy. Many of our founding fathers made important contributions to this country, which we continue to enjoy today in the United States and throughout the world by the spread of democracy. It is also true that part of our history includes the practices and decisions we certainly are not proud of as a nation. Let's be straight. President Jackson was for many a war hero, a great defender of the young American Republic, and really the first president and founder of the Democratic Party. He oversaw our nation as it expanded west. But it is the expansion of this nation, the manifest destiny that pushed settlers west, that pushed the institution of slavery west, and that pushed the extermination and forced migration of native peoples west, that is precisely the nexus of Andrew Jackson and Harriet Tubman, and illustrates why putting a new face on our money makes so much sense.